Homemade pizzas on the barbecue, yummy. And with the flavour of a real wood fire, now we're talking smoke fire. I absolutely love cooking pizzas on the barbecue. I mean, it's a regular go-to when I have friends coming over. If you really want the best result when it comes to cooking pizzas on the barbecue, it all starts with the dough. You need a terrific dough recipe in your repertoire, and guess what? You can steal ours. We're looking to get that bubbling, blistering bases using a stone, so I'll share some tips along the way so you can try this at home. For our pizza dough, we want to start with some warm water in a jug. Add some yeast, and then add some sugar. Now we just mix this together and then let it sit aside until it's foamy. If you're using instant yeast just like this, you can skip that step and add it straight to the rest of the ingredients, but it is a great way to test that your yeast is still active. And then into a separate bowl, we can add our bread flour. Now, bread flour is higher in protein, so it'll give you a better rise and a denser and chewier result. And now we can add our semolina, and this will also help with that delicious chew. And a generous amount of salt. I went through a stage where I kept forgetting to add salt into the dough, and I was kindly reminded every time I took a slice of the pizza and I was let down by the flavour, don't forget the salt. And olive oil, a nice big squeeze. And then we can add our yeast mixture. Just pour that in. Yum. And then give it a stir. You can turn the dough out and knead it for about 5 minutes. Our dough looks great. Now we just add it into an oiled bowl so it doesn't stick, and then you can cover it with plastic wrap. It's a bit cold here and warmth is a little hard to come by, so I'm going to find a warm window to sit this by. Our dough has rested, so it's time to get our barbecue set up. The SmokeFire comes with this fancy feature called the Gourmet Barbecue System. You can pull out this center section of the cooking grill and use a range of accessories like the pizza stone we're using today, sear grate, griddle, or even a wok. To get perfectly roasted pizzas with super crispy bases from fresh dough, we're cranking the SmokeFire right up to 300 degrees Celsius. If you're needing to take the shortcut of pre-made bases, which is fine, just set the barbecue to 230 degrees Celsius. As soon as you can see smoke like this, close the lid. Our dough's ready, so let's get right into shaping our bases. Get creative with homemade pizzas. Why not use up some leftover smoked meats or grill some veggies? Why not even make a grilled tomato sauce? You could even get your guests to top their own pizzas. And we can divide our dough into 2 portions. Pop that aside, and then just shape this into a rough round shape. Flatten the dough slightly. And then if you want to use a rolling pin, you will lose some of those precious air bubbles that give you that bubbling, blistering effect. So if you can do this by hand, give it a go. Bit of extra flour, and then we can flip that over. Now, I'm no pizza tosser, but I'm going to give this a go. Keep shaping it out into a circle. Start to stretch it. And then hold your knuckles into a shape just like this, just under the dough, and then we can flip it up. Oh. And then we have our beautiful round pizza shape. If you're a confident foodie with fresh homemade pizza bases, by all means you can put semolina onto a wooden board and then prepare your pizza onto the semolina. That way you can slide it straight onto the pizza stone. But if you're after an easier maneuvering method, prepare your pizza onto a sheet of baking paper, just like this, and then we can slide the baking paper and all straight onto the barbecue. Today we're making margarita pizzas, simple and delicious. But it's so important that you use quality ingredients. So today we're using homemade tomato sauce, cherry tomatoes, fresh buffalo mozzarella, and to finish, some fresh basil. And a cheeky little taste. What's making pizzas if you don't taste the ingredients, right? Our barbecue has preheated, the stone is nice and hot. It's time to get our pizza on. It's only going to take around 8 to 10 minutes. We're cooking our pizza on a stone as the heat is evenly distributed throughout the stones to get a nice evenly cooked pizza, but also as the dough hits the hot stone, it bubbles and blisters, exactly what we want. Let's get this pizza off the barbecue. It is beautifully golden. The cheese is nice and bubbly. It looks unreal. I can't wait to dig in. All that's left to do is garnish our pizza. It smells amazing and looks incredible. Let's get some basil on there. Yum, a couple extras. Let's cut into it. Oh, can you hear that crispy base? It looks amazing. It is so perfectly golden. Let's sneak in a little bit of extra seasoning, bit of olive oil, and salt and pepper. I can't wait anymore. It's time for a taste test. Let's get in. So beautifully crunchy and crispy. You can't beat wood-fired pizza. If you want a copy of our fire roasted margarita pizza recipe, which includes all of the information on how to make the dough, head to our website.